A legal firm needs an AI assistant to answer questions about specific court cases that occurred within the last month. The pre-trained foundation model, FM, in Amazon Bedrock does not have this data. Which architecture should they use? RAG is the standard approach for providing a model with access to specific, external, or up-to-date data without needing to retrain the model. A company wants to build a multi-step AI workflow that can book travel, update a database, and send confirmation emails using an FM. Which Amazon Bedrock feature is best suited for this? Agents for Amazon Bedrock are designed to orchestrate multi-step tasks by breaking down user requests and calling the necessary APIs or data sources to complete an action. You are choosing a model for a real-time customer support chat. The primary requirement is the lowest possible latency for short text responses. Which factor is most critical in your selection? Generally, models with fewer parameters require less computation per token, leading to faster inference and lower latency. A developer is using Amazon Open Search Service to store document embeddings for a RAG application. Which search technique is used to find the most relevant document for a user's query? K-nearest neighbors, KNN, is the primary mathematical algorithm used in vector databases to find embeddings that are semantically most similar to the user's query vector. A marketing team wants a model to generate product descriptions in a very specific brand voice. They provide the model with 5 examples of previous high-performing descriptions before asking for a new one. This is an example of few-shot prompting involves providing a few examples, usually 2 to 10, within the prompt to guide the model's output style, tone, or format. To improve the accuracy of a model performing complex mathematical reasoning, a prompt engineer asks the model to think step by step before providing the final answer. What is this technique called? This technique encourages the model to break down complex problems into intermediate reasoning steps, which often improves accuracy. A security professional is concerned about prompt injection. Which scenario describes this risk? Prompt injection is a security vulnerability where untrusted user input manipulates the model into bypassing its safety guardrails or original system instructions. You want to make your AI assistant's responses more creative and varied for a brainstorming session. Which inference parameter should you increase? Increasing temperature makes the probability distribution of next tokens flatter, allowing the model to choose less likely, and thus more creative, options. A healthcare company wants to adapt a general-purpose LLM to understand highly specialized medical terminology and patient record formats. They have a large dataset of labeled medical notes. Which approach is most appropriate? Continuous pre-training, also known as domain adaptation, is the process of further training a model on a large corpus of domain-specific text to help it learn specialized jargon. What is the primary advantage of fine-tuning a model compared to using RAG? Fine-tuning modifies the internal weights of the model, making it superior for achieving a specific voice, style, or adapting to highly specialized formatting. During the fine-tuning process, you notice the model performs perfectly on your training data but fails to answer new, unseen questions correctly. What is this phenomenon? Overfitting occurs when a model memorizes the training data too closely, losing its ability to generalize and perform well on new, unseen inputs. When using Amazon Bedrock for fine-tuning, where does the fine-tuned model reside? Amazon Bedrock keeps custom models isolated and private to the customer's account. Your data is never used to train base models or shared with others. A developer is comparing two models for a summarization task. Which metric is specifically designed to evaluate the quality of a summary by comparing it to a human written reference? Rouge, recall-oriented understudy for gisting evaluation, measures how many words or phrases from the AI's summary match the words or phrases in a human's summary. You are evaluating a translation model's performance. Which metric is most commonly used to measure the closeness of a machine-translated text to a professional human translation? Blue, bilingual evaluation understudy, is the industry standard metric for machine translation quality, based on precision scores of n-grams. Amazon Bedrock offers model evaluation. Which two types of evaluation can you perform? Select TWO. Amazon Bedrock supports automated evaluation for objective metrics and human evaluation for subjective traits like helpfulness and brand voice. Which metric would be most useful for a classification task, such as identifying if an email is spam or not? Precision and recall, along with the F1 score, are the standard performance metrics for classification tasks to measure accuracy and error types. A company needs to ensure they have guaranteed capacity for a high-traffic production application using a specific model on Amazon Bedrock. Which pricing model should they choose? Provisioned throughput provides dedicated capacity for a specific model by purchasing model units, ensuring consistent performance for critical applications. You are building a generative AI application that requires data to stay within a specific VPC for security. Which AWS service allows you to connect to Amazon Bedrock privately? AWS Private Link provides private connectivity between VPCs and AWS services, ensuring traffic does not travel over the public internet. An AI developer needs to quickly compare how different models respond to the same prompt and adjust settings like temperature without writing any code. Which AWS tool should they use? The Amazon Bedrock console features playgrounds, specifically designed for no-code testing and rapid experimentation with model parameters. A data scientist needs to convert a large library of PDF manuals into numerical vectors to be used in a RAG system. Which type of model is required for this? Embedding models convert text into high-dimensional numerical vectors, embeddings, that represent the semantic meaning of the content for search. Great job finishing the test. Tell me how many you got right, hit subscribe, and stay close for more easy learning content.